is called Drumming the Drum.
Marshmallow Mystery Tour.
This plant is marshmallow. Its Latin name is Althea officinalis.
It's 10 to 10. It's January the 7th. A year ago today, I filmed myself on a bus for the first time. I started videoing things, making vlogs. So I thought to mark that 1 year anniversary, I'd do another one. So come with me, living life as an artist. It's honestly brutal, recording on a bus.
The next stop, St. Enoch Subway.
Genuine anxiety in the body.
This is service 61 to Sunstone.
There's not even that many people on the bus, but aye, I'm still afraid. What have I learned along the way? Be brave, I guess, John. Be bold. It's funny, there's a lassie on Instagram that lives in London that does videos like this. And aye, big ups to her, man. She's Scottish. And I'm assuming she does it on buses that are pretty empty. Kind of like this, I guess. It takes some courage to sit and talk to yourself on the bus. I think one thing that I realised was people might look at you funny, like you're a weirdo, but this is my job, basically. I'm working right now, and it's a bit of a strange job, but it's pretty good as well, do you know what I mean? It's pretty fun, and it's pretty easy going. It's 10 o'clock, I'm in no rush to get anywhere. I've got the whole day ahead of me to do whatever the fuck I want, and as long as I capture it, then it counts as work, I guess. It's a nice feeling. Being able to kind of do what I want for my job is nice. We're about to go through a tunnel, which I believe should be like the Leek Street tunnel of Glasgow, basically. So if you've ever been to Leek Street in London, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. And Midland Street in Glasgow is our version of it, basically. The Archies is here. Big ups to Evoke, he's the best. And look, wee Guzzler. Oh yeah. Me and Nikki were actually talking last night about me not having a plan. And she believes that I have a plan, but I really don't have a plan. But she says I work a lot of things out in my head. And aye, that might be true. I've never really noticed how sick those buildings are there. Above Ivory Blacks, man. Looks amazing. Inquiries. What you find in Glasgow is that there's loads and loads of buildings empty. Loads of opportunities for cool things to be happening. And this is us going past Central Station. So I don't really know what I'm going to do today. Just cut about, go to my studio, go to the gallery, maybe paint something. I think I'll paint something out the back of the studio, scratch an itch, test out the cameras and stuff like that, see what works, see what doesn't. I maybe just want to say quickly before I got off the bus, confront your fears, don't give in to them. Just go for it, man. That wee moment between being afraid and not being afraid can feel massive. And I didn't want to do this morning, I was afraid. And I've basically waited until like no one else is on the bus. There's still a couple of people and it's still quite nerve-wracking. Give it a go, what's the worst that can happen? Somebody's going to look at you and think you're weird, but that's it. And I don't know, I do think there is something kind of vacuous and self-indulgent about filming yourself and social media and stuff like that. But I also think I love YouTube, and a lot of those YouTubers have to do this. So if you're not willing to do this, you're probably not willing to be a YouTuber. Why do I want to be a YouTuber? I think I like sharing my thoughts and feelings and ideas about things, and I've got a lot from that, so I want to do the same thing. Because I don't know, somebody might be into what I've got to say, and that may be quite cool. If you feel the same, go for it. Might not work out for everybody, but I'm in it, man. I'm going for it, playing the game. So I'm back on Sauchiehall Street. I was going to stay on the bus to the studio, but I thought, fuck it, I'll go off and I'll walk up and get some breakfast on the go. Tempted for a sprig, to be honest, man. I'm kind of addicted to sprig sweet potatoes just now. It's amazing. It's kind of perfect timing for one as well, so maybe I should just do that. Sauchiehall Street's a pure belter, man. I decided to try and be good and not get sprig, because I can't just spend all my money on salads. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to eat a baked toddy when I get home for lunch because it's cheaper and healthier. I've just remembered that the Easy Riders went and painted one of the Cowcaddens tunnels for Christmas and New Year. So I'm going to go and check that out. So as I've said before, the Easy Riders are the biggest crew in Glasgow, the longest running crew in Glasgow probably, that's kind of still active anyway as far as I know. Somebody can dispute that in the comments, but aye. They're just like the best of the best in my opinion. And this is a new wall from them. So this is Boxham Chi, one of the OGs. And then you get Ejek. These throw-ups that he does with the character in the middle is amazing. I love them. And then we've got Acme. So sick, man. And then we've got Adair's. A wee con. It's cool, a lot of the AJ aerosol junkies ended up in Easy Riders. And if my memory serves me correctly, Con was an AJ boy first. And then this is Just, another OG Easy Rider. And then we've got Sky, one of my favourite writers. He's got such a mad style. And then Views, another OG Hard Lines crew. Aye, fucking amazing. So aye, that's the Cowcaddens Tunnel. Both of them are looking pretty amazing just now. They look class. I think it's really cool to see a crew still painting after so long and still putting out such high quality work. It's always nice to see people painting together. I think it's actually something that me and my pals don't really do enough. We're never really painting together, to be honest, and I often wonder why that is. I sometimes think that we're all too individual. I can only really speak for myself here, but I think I'm quite focused on my own stuff, and I've also probably got like some kind of insecurities about painting with other people and trying to make things work cohesively and stuff like that. Coming up, my favourite angle, if you remember, heavy, heavy cool, man. Oh yeah, check that out. We're rocking it. Heading to the studio, it's absolutely Baltic. It's about 1 degree in Glasgow today. My hands are feeling it. And that, everyone, is how you make a YouTube video. Ba, 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 ba. The premise is you basically just need to sit your camera down, come back to it, pick it back up. Feels like a bit of a pain in the arse, but I don't know, man. As I say, quite a fun job. Could be worse. Could be sitting typing away in an office. We don't really want to be doing that now, do we? It's not really the most fun thing ever. So, will I take the slight feeling of anxiety and embarrassment? Of course I will. I used to get mad at it all the time and I didn't give a fuck what people thought then. I'd probably be like whiting on a street corner somewhere. Probably like, fuck it, who cares? So maybe try and take some of that fuck it energy into the things that you actually want to do and that you actually kind of care about, and see if you feel a wee bit afraid. It's probably a good sign. It probably means that you're into it and you want to do it. As Stephen Pressfield says in The War of Art, that is just resistance. Do the things that scare you. You probably care about them, and that's why you're afraid. And so there's a nice bit of graph up here, big wall. Hopefully it's still here. I think it is. By Tayo. The canal's totally frozen over. Pretty wild. Right, this is it here. Gargamel. This is probably my favourite spot. Gargamel chasing some Smurfs. Pretty class, it's amazing. Big ups Tayo, always. What a day. So my mission for today is to go to the studio, do a wee painting out the back door, just to film it and see what it looks like. Pick up a box that I've got to send a painting, and then I'm going to go back to the gaff, box the painting up, take it to the post office, back to the gallery. Aye, I think that's it. Hopefully I remember to take the box, because the last time I was at the studio, I forgot the box. The nature of being a scatterbrain. Spears Wharf, man, beautiful. The most European part of Glasgow, I would say. Looks class. Right, I'm about to try something pretty techie here. So I don't know how much the distance goes with the mic, but... So I don't have my bag on, so the continuity's all off, but... Fuck it. It's going for it. Bye, here we go. That's so sick. I enjoyed that. I got to say, that was cool. I wonder how it looked. Somebody's phoning me. Hello? Hi there, aye. We don't actually open until 12 today. No, could you leave it in the shop next door? Aye, he's class one now. No worries, cheers mate, thank you. Bye-bye. So I always on it, always taking calls, always always working, being a businessman with my ringtone there. So aye, this is sick, man. What a good bit. So aye, that was pretty fun. Have you enjoyed that? Nice to get a sort of up angle, checking out the different angles. As I say, this is me just learning. So the Arches DIY is down here, but I'm not going to do a full tour because I can't be arsed. I don't have time. But there's one bit that I want to get because it's an absolute screamer. Let's check it out. This is actually pretty funny. I think I've actually just found people pasting graffiti over graffiti, which is pretty funny. Hi, yeah. I'm good.
Long time no see.
I know what he's up to.
We're filming a BBC drama, so we're just covering the graffiti because obviously it's not
Ah,
ours
right, okay.
to show.
You could have just asked. I would have told you who it is.
Oh, there's so many. Like honestly, like there's all that stuff as well. So, yeah. Have you been?
Aye, good. How have you been?
Good. Yeah.
Do you take it back off after?
Yeah.
Aye,
And
okay,
it's
mad.
just like clear wallpaper paste, so it just comes straight back off.
Mad.
Undamaged.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
What a process.
I know.
And so this is what I came down to film. This huge QC by Jorts. Oh, cone destruction. Nightmare. So aye, the tricks of the trade, they paste up graffiti over the graffiti so they don't have to get licensing for the graffiti, which kind of makes sense. And then they just peel it back off after. Emily, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye, back on my merry way to the studio we go. One day I'll come and video this. Because it's amazing. So it's quite funny. It's easy to jump to conclusions. Because I think when I first came down there, I thought, oh, these people are pasting up over graffiti and that's terrible and that's bad. But I think actually it's just the nature of TV and film and cinema. Although arguably maybe a little bit kind of dubious, should we say. It's easier for them to make those graffiti pieces on paper than it is to get permission from the actual graffiti writers. And I think you could say that that's like their fault for being lazy, but you could also say it's kind of graffiti writers' fault because they don't want to be known, they don't want to be found. But as I said, I could have probably told them. We have had a few other people contact us recently about artwork being in the background and if we would okay it. And I'm kind of up for it, man. I quite like it. I've often had people tell me they've saw a big head in the background of a TV show. That's quite cool, man. Do you know what I mean? It's quite nice. But aye, big ups to Emily. Shout outs to Layla as well. They're pals, both legends. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to the studio we go. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. Previously, when I was making these videos for Instagram, I would just do a voiceover. So this is obviously a bit of a different system because I'm just speaking to the camera as I go, which will be maybe slightly harder to create a narrative, but we'll work it out as we go. As they say, this is my studio here. Maybe don't want to fully dox myself, but if you know, you know. I said that in a video once and I got para, so it's quite nice to get that back in. The nature of cinema. I'm hoping that you can see me here. Oh, my key doesn't work, that's great. What's up? Welcome to the studio. I'll show you a bit. So I think the first thing I need to do is write a list of what I need to do. First up, lift those boxes upstairs because they've been sitting there for ages and I've not moved them. Still due the spring clean in here. this is the box that I need. So obviously I left it here last time thinking, I'm going to walk out, I'm going to see the box, I'm going to take the box. For whatever reason, that's not happened. So I'll need to put it somewhere much more obvious. In fact, I know what to do. Let's put it there. I can't get out without moving it. Hopefully that works. Fingers crossed. Wow, back in the studio. Check this out, this is pretty funny. Little Book Transfers is a great artist. I'm feeling weird about filming that thing because it feels like I've invaded their space or something like that, Jordan, which is funny because they're in public and actually they're pasting things over other artists. I think in graffiti you sometimes will walk in somewhere and somebody's painting over you and it can be a bit tense. But I think this is it, man. Maybe I'll just be honest. I don't know. I don't want to offend Emily, right, because she's sound. But the graffiti, I don't want to offend the artist, right, but graffiti is a culture that people put a lot of time and effort into. And the things that they were painting over were arguably better than the fake graffiti that they'd made. If anything, the fake graffiti was pretty bad, do you know what I mean? It was pretty generic and it was obviously made by somebody who was thinking, I want to make this look like graffiti. But it wasn't by a graffiti artist. Maybe that's why there's a bit of attention, because you could, in theory, pay someone to do graffiti for you. And I know that some film crews do that. They're obviously just doing that as a kind of quick get around. But I don't know, that's like a kind of spot that a lot of people love and care about. And for them to kind of come and use it maybe feels a wee bit like appropriation or something. Choosing that spot because it's covered in graffiti, but then to kind of cover the graffiti up so that you kind of like disguise the graffiti behind it, but still maintain that kind of graffiti aesthetic, feels a bit strange to me. Like you're kind of half blanking them out, half no. And what people are going to see now is like these weird kind of bad bits of graffiti put over the top of like really, really good graffiti. There's maybe also an interesting thing around, they're kind of pasting stuff over stuff that actually means something. So two of the things they were pasting over, the two things that I could see them pasting over were actually for Palestine. They say that they're just going to peel it back off and it's going to be fine, but they don't know that. Potentially when they peel it back off, the walls might be destroyed and they've kind of ruined somebody's artwork. Maybe I'll need to go back and see what it's like after, because maybe that's a bit unfair. This is a bit spicy, man. It feels spicy and dangerous, but fuck it. I'm not being an arsehole, I don't think. I'm not meaning to be an arsehole. I'm just thinking out loud. And I think you're allowed to think things and feel things and maybe kind of question things like, what are the ethics around that? See, to be honest, man, like, that's maybe why I feel a bit like, oh, this feels strange, because what's the ethics of me going down, walking in on them doing this thing, this kind of private process, but they're doing it in public. So that's maybe why it feels a bit strange, because they're just doing a job, but they've obviously chose to do their job in a place that is kind of occupied by street artists and graffiti writers. And that feels strange to me because I'm part of that community and I care about it and I love it. But maybe I'm being precious. It's obviously pretty funny when I think about it, because there's a kind of sense of ownership or something that I'm feeling, and I think a lot of graffiti writers would be like, that's shocking. But obviously the irony there being the graffiti writers just write their fucking shit everywhere on everybody's stuff and they don't care if those people own it or not. So the idea that a graffiti writer would get annoyed by someone else touching their work is a beautiful, beautiful irony that exists throughout the whole culture. And I guess that's why I like making these videos, because I get to think out loud, I get to see the contradictions and everything, and I wonder what is right. I don't think there is a right answer. I think we just navigate life as best we can, and oftentimes we will believe in something that is actually very contradictory, because if I believe that that's wrong, then I probably should believe that it's wrong for somebody to write in somebody's shop as well. But I actually don't believe that's wrong. I don't know. I think it can be upsetting to people, but I also think that graffiti is such a beautiful and full culture that imagine you couldn't have it. Imagine all the amazing graffiti just didn't exist because people didn't want their stuff written on. That would be a shame, in my opinion. Just because a lot of people believe in something doesn't make it right. The nature of, I need to sit down for this one. The nature of media and propaganda basically means that you can convince people of whatever you want, right? Right now, a lot of people believe in a lot of mental stuff. And I believe that's probably because they're being pushed towards those ideas by people who don't have their best interests at heart, by people who probably want to maintain their status quo. They don't want things to change. Things are going well for them, so they want things to stay the same. How do you fix the world? I've got to, man, it's only 10 past 11. I've only been on the go for like an hour and I'm already having an existential crisis. So, oofed. Jesus. Maybe I should just go out the back door and paint. I always like to make sure I've got my keys because I'm always afraid I'm going to get locked out the studio. So, better safe than sorry. Fucking hell, man. I've been meaning to do this for ages. I'm always thinking about potential sponsors. If Alfresco want to sponsor me, then give us a shout. I'd take some paint, loop as well. What is inside, you may ask? A lot of spray paint. So I'm not sure what to do. I should probably sort all the cans. It's not an amazing system, but it could be worse. I actually don't know if I can be arsed emptying all this paint out. I just don't seem to have the gusto for it today. Aye, it's 11:30. I want to just go and do a wee quick painting, do this print, get moving. I'll come back and do it another day. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should be proactive and just do it just now. Nah, I'm not. I'm not going to do that because it's not part of the plan. What's the plan for the rest of the day though? I should have got food. I should have got the sprig earlier. I should have fueled myself because now I'm starting to feel a bit mental. I know what I'll do. I'll have a wee snack. I feel like the scatterbrain is in full effect today. I'm trying to do everything. I'm kind of getting nothing done, but that's all right. I'm looking for a file, but I actually don't think I've got it now that I've done that, so I thought it would have been in my emails. Oh, I can't find it. I'll just need to contact them and get it off them. Hey man, do you happen to have the file for the... It didn't work out and that's okay at all? I thought I had it, but... would you be able to send it to me just now at all? Amazing, thank you so much. It's just so I can get that one printed and then I'll just be able to post it to the person. Amazing, thank you. Right, bye-bye. What I'll do is I'll go and paint first, come back, print the thing, take the box, pack the box, go to the post office, hopefully at some point end up in Black Sheep, chilling. I'm going to go outside and test this out. This is a chesty, it goes in your chest. I've never used it before, my sister got me it years ago. But I also just don't know how to film with these new cameras. Like I want to prepare for painting the streets out the back door, basically test out which works. So I'm not standing in the street going, oh no, how do I do this? How do I do this? I can do it out the back door first and ease myself into it. These things always feel a bit extreme, you know? Feel like a bodyguard or something like that. Pure action cam down my nut. Police body cam footage. Hopefully I don't forget that. So aye, it's pretty good to have this wee bit out the back door. Pretty sick. Here we go, check that out. Yes. Yo, this is sick. So I always start with the white. I'm just realising I'm wearing all my nice clothes. I need to be careful. Got my nice shoes, my nice trousers on. Actually, so cold, man. And that's how you paint a big heat. I missed a couple of bits. Something I've tried to learn before is to juggle cans. I can't remember how I did it before. Like that. So, let's learn how to juggle cans. I've got a theory that graffiti is a form of clowning, and I'll make a video about that one day. I know I keep saying I'll make a video about that. What might be useful is, could someone start leaving comments saying you need to make a video about this, this, this and that? and just keep adding to it, and then, or maybe I should, maybe when I'm editing I'll write down, do this, this and that. So, graffiti as clowning, that'll be a good video one day. Pretty cool. Pretty handy to have that out the back door, I must say. Whew, quite fun. Very, very cold though, very chilly on the hands, but let's see. Hopefully it looks class. Print this thing. Conzo sent it to me. Print it out. Don't forget the box. So at the end of 2023, Conzo and Kieran had an exhibition, and a guy, Cammy, that I knew, came to it while I was working the wee merch table, and we got chatting, and I basically said I was going to buy a printer, and he said, I've got one, you can have it. It's been amazing. Like, I've been so chuffed with this boy. It's an Epson P600. It's been the best thing that anybody's ever given me, and I feel as though I've put it to good use. It's been a bit dormant over winter, so this might be a bit sketchy, but let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Probably just dox and fuck it myself with all my emails here. My hands are a bit dirty, so I can get my printing gloves on. What did I forget to do? I forgot to put paper in. So I got really lucky. I got given these print drawers by Bar One, the screen printing place, and they've served me so well, man. It's amazing. Someone ordered this print. We didn't have it in the gallery, and I'm here printing it specially for them because we go above and beyond at Grateful Gallery, let me tell you. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, do you know what I could do? I could get a wee dance on the go with these gloves on. I know what I'll do. While that's on, will it mess up the video if I put a tune on? What's the deal with YouTube? Are you allowed to put music in the background of your videos if I'm just dancing? Guess the tune, if you know what tune I'm gonna do. Leave your answers in the comments. That was easy, surely that was easy. I did a workshop with Projectability once, which is really cool. It's actually hard with these gloves on. I did it with two guys, Jonathan and Cameron, and it was amazing. And that was the final mural there. If you're ever in Projectability, you can still see it. It's really, really class. Big ups to Projectability. Oh, this is pretty cool. So this is a bootleg big head by a guy called Sheck Watson. And I like the way he did this. I actually think that would be quite a quick way to get heads on the go by doing the outline first. So I would like to revisit that idea at some point. I think that's why I hold on to it. UK Frontline magazine. Loads and loads of trains. Pretty sick. It's me and Michael Skeen at the Banksy exhibition in Goma, which is pretty cool. It's probably got all sorts of madness. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is a newspaper from 2005, the Paisley Daily Express. It is The Height of Stupidity. That was by Main and Stair. Main went on to write Mode, as a lot of people will know, and Rest in Peace Mode. It's pretty mad. It was the top of the council buildings in Paisley. I was 15 at the time. It's pretty funny, man. I feel as though these kind of like action cams and I don't know, just the full setup, like this whole thing is very much like, let's go and do something crazy, like an extreme sport. Let's train surf, paint a train, fly down a mountain, jump off something. And I'm just here in my studio, printing a wee picture. It's beautiful. Thank you as always to everybody who buys stuff from us all. Just anybody that supports the arts, I guess. Very nice. I better leave that open so they can sign it. Better remember to take that. Bye. Let's get on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get me out of this studio. Pa, 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 pa. I wish I had something to juggle with, that would be cool. Maybe these. Is it dangerous to juggle paint, do you think? So I think I've tackled all my studio tasks and it is now time to go to the gallery. I was just thinking there that I don't really feel as though I'm being an artist, but even though I just went and painted, I was like, I would like some slow. I think what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if I'm really like sort of investing in being an artist. I think right now I'm investing in making videos and that's cool, but just painting something really quickly that I know I can do is all right, but I guess it's like progress. That's something you need to work at, do you know what I mean? You need to show up day in, day out, drawing, sketching, painting, making stuff basically. And I think maybe I find myself not actually making that much. I think it's like feeding the thing. And it's funny because I think we all talk about like feeding the algorithm and stuff like that. And maybe there is some kind of like creativity inside you, but you need to feed it. And I don't know if I'm always feeding it on a daily basis. I don't know if I'm feeding it very much at all, to be honest. I like what I'm doing. I think all this stuff's fun and it is creative, but I don't know. Sometimes I've just got this thing where I'm like, I should probably just sit and draw. But I don't know if drawing's ever really always been my thing. I like drawing. I would like to do it a wee bit more, but who knows, man? I'm all over the shop. That's the difficulty with these videos, right? Because I remember making videos years and years ago, or at least recording videos, but I would find myself talking myself in circles, and that's no very enjoyable for people, I don't think, because they're like, make your mind up, bro. Just do something. And so maybe I'll take my own advice and maybe I'll just do stuff because there's no point in overthinking it, but my brain loves to go, ooh, ooh. And there's a danger because I'm having a dialogue with a camera ultimately, but with some kind of pretend audience in my head. There's a danger there that I can get kind of lost in that. And just this kind of constant sense of trying to work stuff out. I think that's what I was reflecting on from the last video, is that I have spent a long time trying to work life out. And life maybe isn't supposed to be worked out. Maybe life is just supposed to be lived. So let's continue living life. Let's head to the gallery. Yeah, I'm on the humans. Don't forget the box. The box is important. Now, as a job, is it frustrating to have to go out the room and come back in the room? I've had worse jobs, to be honest. I used to work cleaning out houses. I had to like rummage through hundreds of cat shit and stuff like that, and it was pretty stinking. So having to go out the door and come back in the door as a job, I'll take it. Maybe it's not that bad, man. I've just looked, it's only 1 o'clock. I've not had any food, so I feel a bit mental, but maybe I'm getting shit done today. Maybe it's all right. The sun is too much. See, in winter in Glasgow, the sun's really low, so it gets you right in the eyeballs. But it feels nice, some good vitamin D action on the go. I think there's something around filming in public which is terrifying. Equal parts terrifying, equal parts kind of embarrassing, I guess. That's part of it. Quite funny. I'm trying to hold onto this box while it's happening. The film crew, it looks as though. Fuck it, may as well go down and have a wee look, man. May as well go for it. Complete the video. Let's see. So it's quite funny. It's like graffiti done by people that think they know what graffiti looks like. Yeah, good man. No, I was chatting to Emily earlier. Yeah, no, she was saying it just gets put up and then put down, man. Cheers, man. So, it is a temporary thing. So I should shut up and stop being a big whining baby about it. They're just doing a job. I'm not doing anything wrong. The guy jumped out there and he's like, it's not anything bad. So I don't want to be snidey about it. It's quite cool, man. TV and film, interesting processes, I guess. It's a whole other world. Probably get paid a decent amount of money to be involved in it. Maybe that's why I'm raging. Because I want some of that sweet, sweet TV and film money. If anybody's looking for a documentary filmmaker, I'm your man. If anybody's looking for a presenter, I'll get on about that as well. So I'm back in the flat. Time to eat something. It's 1:25 and I've only had like a handful of raisins to tide me over. So, sorry, I was so hungry that I just ate this all. I didn't think to film it. And then Kieran came in and started speaking to me, so I couldn't get it done. Time to go to the gallery, have a wee meeting with Kieran and Spencer about the show next week. Before I go down there, mind the box. The painting just fits in the box, right? So it's not big enough, which is really annoying. I'm trying to send it to America. If you're watching this video, the person who bought it, I'm really sorry. I'll get it to you as soon as possible. You actually emailed me earlier, and I'm going to reply to you and say, I'm just trying to get it packed up. So I need to try and find a box that's slightly bigger than that, but I'll do that now. Jacket on, jacket off, non-stop. Non-stop jacket action, let me tell you. It's bloody cold in the Glasgow, look. That's how cold it is. I shouldn't really be... Do you think that's bad? Do you think it's bad that my flat is that cold? I don't even know if it's that cold outside. I'm going to buy a dehumidifier. Apparently that's good for it and keeps your gaff warmer. It's very humid in Glasgow right now. Very, very humid. Everything's soaking. Oh yeah. Is that me? I was going to walk past it, but that'll be good. Yeah, Happy New Year. Maybe. I feel as though I've got one upstairs. What kind is it? OG. I have got an OG, so. Nice. Cool. I'll be in the gallery then. If you want to swing past, aye, sit cool. That sounds good. Aye, I'll be in the gallery. I think I should be open till like 6 anyway. Or I think I've maybe said 5 maybe, but it's like, no, doesn't need to be set in stone, to be honest. Hello, Cousin Nick. Happy New Year. You filming something, sorry? It's all good. We'll make it work. You alright? Am I getting paid for this? Legend. This is confusing, but I walked past a wall with paintings on it, and there was people pasting up paintings on top of it. Have you heard of this?
I don't know what it is.
Aye, how do you? Well,
because I walked by it and I saw the guy beside the thing.
Oh, right there, so then
Okay. Hi. I walked by it. What you talking about the Palestine painting?
Aye, yeah.
So it's for a film or something.
Aye, it's TV and film.
They're filming on that street.
How do you feel about that?
It's so mad when you do it. The only thing I find weird is they only covered up the Palestine stuff. They covered up the Free Gaza and the mural of the boy holding the Palestine flag, and that was it.
Ah, right, okay, interesting, aye.
Politically motivated and not just like for the background, because they don't give a fuck about graffiti normally.
Interesting, right? So I was saying earlier that they've got in touch with people sometimes, asking, can we use that? But for those ones, they've not.
They did not get my permission to cover up the Palestine mural.
Do you know, I bumped into somebody and I actually know her, and I felt heavy bad.
Was she pasting it up?
No, she wasn't pasting it up. She's like the director or the creative director or something. They wouldn't tell me. So you have to wait and find out when it comes out. So there you have it, everybody. Politically motivated conspiracy theory. How come they didn't do it over the other bits of graffiti? I have a feeling it's because that's where they're filming. I don't think you're going to see the other bits of graffiti. And they only have to cover up the bits that they're filming over. But I can understand why he would think that it's maybe politically motivated, because there is a lot of kind of shadiness. I have a feeling that they don't even really know. But who knows? It does say Free Gaza, and there is a character holding a big Palestine flag, so potentially they couldn't risk covering that in a movie or a TV show. The day is nearly done. The sun's about to go down. It's 25 to 4. We're nearly done. I'm going to get back onto Sauchiehall Street pretty soon. I had my strawberry matcha, but I might still go back and sit and draw for a wee hour or something like that, because that'd be quite nice. I'd quite like to do that. A wee bit of chill time. So I'll get this postage done. Kieran was helping me with the painting, and he's going to finish it tomorrow. I've not got the skills. Kieran is the chief art handler in the gallery, and eventually just told me, look, boost. Slap a wee do not bend sticker on this. And am I good to go? I'll get the painting posted tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. Post office time for me, troops. Time to go. See that there? That was me not having a fucking clue where to go. For some reason, we've acquired a scooter. I think this is Kieran's new mode of transport. Feels like it's got mad suspension. So getting packed up, ready to go. Quickly go to the post office. I don't know what else to do. I've done enough, I think. Motherfucker. I thought I was just coming back in there to be fly, but I'm actually not, because I need to bring in the bench, so. Feeling a bit done in for all the filming. It's quite fun as well though. So I'm thinking to start doing a heat every day, 365 days of heat. I've missed a few days, so I'll catch them up. But aye, basically this is me starting, and I'll make a video at the end of the year talking about my journey, doing 365 heats. Let's see what happens. I wonder what will happen with them. I wonder if I'll get better at them. I get worse. Just checking that I'm not getting run over. So aye, as you can see, it's the end of the day. Shout out to Blue Lagoon. They do gluten-free chippies, which is class. It's the good stuff. Very expensive though. So that's me waiting on the bus. Peace out, everybody. Grateful to be here. Peace.